Check, check. 1, 2. Let's make sure we got some audio. Sorry guys for the delay. Just making sure the audio is working and everything. Trying to get everything connected. You know the usual run through. So if you can hear me, give me a big old thumbs up. What's going on, Backtran? Welcome aboard, my friend. All right, it looks like we're pretty good. Before we get started, let's go through the quote of the day. Something new I'm going to be starting for now on as much as I can. Before we start the streams, I'll have a little quote of the day. I know that for everyone who is actually in the US, like me, it's morning. And so this is a great way to start your day out with some inspiration and motivation. So the strongest people aren't always the people who win, but the people who don't give up when they lose. So keep getting up. Like I always say, give it all you got. So, all right. Welcome aboard, guys. It's Blue Games. Welcome to another live stream. This will be about Infinite Flight, but I have some news for you guys. Yesterday we did a live stream about Global, and a new video has been released on Instagram, and so I want to share this with you guys really quickly before we got into our flight. It was posted, I believe, by Philip, but then Infinite Flight Photographer shared it, and so that's where I got it from. So that's why you see the big old Infinite Flight Photographer on the bottom left. I don't know him. This is not promoting him. I'm just saying this is where I got it from, so I can source where I got this information. But you can find it on Instagram yourself too. So, without further ado, let's hit play on it. Let's make sure our sound is on and everything. check, check. One. Can you hear me? I didn't realize you guys couldn't hear me. My bad. Make sure you can hear me now. I'm not sure why the mic just cut off all of a sudden. I am sorry, guys. I thought I was talking to you guys this whole time. But all I was saying was that if you look on the left side of your screen, you can see kind of like the interface. There's a nav now. There's it's the same speed, heading, altitude, vertical speed options that we had before, but there's that new nav option. That's not new. It's something we knew about already. And also, unless you couldn't hear this, I'm not sure what you heard me say because I was off. I was muted, but on the right side of your screen, as the camera zooms out from the globe, which is amazing, it looks like it's flying out of San Diego. On the top right of the video, you'll see the moon. That's that little white speck. That's the moon over there, which is freaking amazing to me. That's so cool. So cool. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and continue. This stream is not only about watching that video, but I just wanted to show you guys that really quickly because that's cool. And to answer your questions, Master Plane, that is not beta, no sir. I mean, well, that is a video from beta, but I didn't take it. I'm not a beta tester. That was a video that was released on Instagram last night by Philip, of him showing off the globe. So one thing I wanted to say about that actually was, if you notice, they're posting a lot more photos of global. They're posting a lot more photos of beta, and so I feel like we're getting really close because even the main developers like Philip, and Laura are posting. They're giving off more and more hints. They're giving us more and more information. So it makes me feel like we're getting a lot closer. Like they're a lot more confident in the product that is closer to release. That they're actually giving us a lot more information than they used to give us before. And Master Plane was asking, the beta of Global was released a few days ago. No, sir. The beta of Global was released a while back to only beta testers. So they've been beta testing for months now. So that's been going on. It's still going on right now. If you look at your, on the map, sometimes you'll see people flying outside of the regions. Those are beta testers flying the global map, testing it, trying to break it to see if they find any bugs or anything like that, so that the developers can fix them. But as of right now, Infinite Flight Global is not released. There are no release dates and there are no prices. No matter what you think you saw online, a lot of people out there saying, "Oh yeah, it's coming out on this date and this date." Well, nobody knows. So we just gotta wait. And like I said yesterday in our live stream, if you have any questions actually about Global, you can check out my live stream from yesterday. We were talking about it. There's also a live audio from Flightcast. It's also in the description of my video from yesterday too, where they talk about with Laura and the developers about about Infinite Flight Global updates. So, anyways, I just thought that was so cool, being able to see that there's actually going to be a whole globe. That's pretty cool. Backtran, I do not have prepared 3D V4. I would like to get it. I would really like to get it, but my computer just can't handle it right now. And what's going on, LeBreath? Good morning. Good morning. How you doing, man? Watching us while waiting for the bus. Appreciate you joining us. Let's go ahead and get into a flight. So far, we've just been talking. So if you're just joining us, you haven't missed anything. I really don't know what I'm gonna do today. I'm just gonna wing it. Let's not fly in the Southern California region today. Let's do something different. Let's fly. I want to do some more practice in the Dash 8. So let's head to Hawaii. Let's see. I haven't even flown here yet. All right, LeBrad's see you later, man. Thank you for joining us. Catch you when you get back home. What's going on, Master Plane? What do you? I don't understand what you're asking. You say, how do I get multiplayer? You may have to rephrase how you're asking that question. Matter of fact, what we're gonna do is we're gonna practice landing the. We're gonna do some pattern work with the dash shape, because I need a lot of practice. And I think we'll just do noon training server. Take off out of Honolulu. Let's see. Let's go ahead and change our livery, something tropical. We'll do island air. I can dig it. Let's do that. We'll hit fly. Yes, sir. I purchased multiplayer. You have to purchase multiplayer on Infinite Flight. When you buy the app, multiplayer does not come with it. This is actually pretty cool. Like, I've never been to the Hawaii region, so this is actually my first time even opening the Hawaii region. So we may have to just do like a little flight just around. I don't know. I don't really think there's gonna be much to look at because this is not global. This is just the same old stuff. So we're not gonna really see anything interesting if we fly around here. So I'm just not. We're gonna save the discovery flights for when global releases, because that's what I plan on doing, is doing some discovery flights in some different areas. Now, like I said a few streams ago, I'm falling in love with this aircraft. I didn't think I was gonna like it, honestly. This has never really been a plane that stood out to me in real life. I hate flying on this plane. It's not very comfortable on the inside as a passenger, and just never really enjoyed this plane until Infinite Flight. But something about this version here I really enjoy. So we are going to probably just gonna do some pattern work out here at Honolulu. Let's take a look at the weather. Oh wow, we actually have some gust ice. So Honolulu is at 13 feet elevation. Looks like the wind's at 060, 14 knots, gusting at 21. That's gonna be interesting. We got a few clouds at 2600, few at 4100, and a few at 5000. 27 and dew points at 19. Altimeter 3003. And wow, the weather here is very interesting. So this is gonna be a challenge for sure. It's gonna be even more of a challenge than just landing this thing on like the usual. Nice Flyer 545 laser, welcome, man. Nope, live stream is still going, Master Plan. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Backtran, what's up, man? You're Vietnamese, pretty cool. All right, let's get started. Go ahead and push back. Just gonna do some touch and goes. As we're gonna be basically right now we're gonna just kind of do like a training session with the Q-400 just to get better, because I've had a few flights where the landing was not so it wasn't butter, you know what I mean? It wasn't butter, so we're trying to get that butter on the bread here, as they would like to say. What's going on, Sim Blaster? Welcome, man. Welcome aboard. Alright, so we're going to be pushing back, nose to the left. And we'll take off. We'll actually take taxi down in a 08 left, and we'll taxi over there. Island Beauty. This is a pretty cool livery. I like this. I'm definitely going to be using this livery whenever I fly to an island like Hawaii or the Caribbean, which I have not yet to fly to the Caribbean yet either, so that's another flight that I need to do. Alright. Let's go ahead. We got a pretty long taxi, so let's go ahead and get started. Set the flaps to 5. That's going to be our takeoff flaps. Altitude, we're only going to go up to about 3,000. And we'll probably keep our speed under 230. Matter of fact, we might keep it even lower than that. We'll see. We'll kind of adjust as we go, because we don't really know how fast we need to be just yet.
Honolulu Unicum, Turkish 197 is taking off runway 08 left, remaining in the pattern.
What's up, Backtran? What is my nationality? I am from the U.S. I am American, North American. And if you're just joining us, guys, welcome aboard. Welcome to another daily live stream from Blue Games. I do my live streams once a day during the week. Sometimes we do multiples a day, but those are just unscheduled when I do others. Sometimes we do other ideas, you know. I also from time to time take uh, you guys' suggestions. So if you have any suggestions of something that you would like to see in one of my streams, let me know, and maybe we can try that out on the next flight or on the next stream. It's like Turkish 197 taking off. Looks like a 787. Or is that a 777? Not sure. But yeah, I'm like this aircraft is not new, but I am new. It's new to me. So just earlier this week, my live subscription ended, and so instead of me updating, just going one more month, I actually ended up paying
Honolulu
for
Unicum,
the
Flyer
entire year
545,
of a live
taxiing to
subscription.
runway
So when you do
08
that,
left.
you actually unlock all the regions and all the aircraft. So now I have all the aircraft and all the regions that I didn't have before, which includes this plane and also this Honolulu region. Screenshot that's going to be posted on the Discord. If you're wondering where to find it, Discord is in the description below. Also, my Instagram is down there too. And I have a little question for you guys. What do you guys think about stream like infinite flight streams on Twitch? Because I also stream on Twitch, but I don't stream infinite flight. I stream other things on Twitch. So I was wondering, like I've been thinking about streaming infinite flight on Twitch maybe. 'Cause usually I just stream on YouTube for infinite flight, and I stream other things on on YouTube. So I mean, I stream on YouTube, but I stream other thing on Twitch. But I want to know what you guys think about streaming Infinite Flight on Twitch. I haven't really seen anybody doing Infinite Flight on Twitch. Because I mean, I watch Twitch myself pretty often, but I've never seen anybody streaming Infinite Flight there. What's going on, GL? Welcome back, my friend. And Backtrend, I did answer you earlier. Why two dislikes? Probably because Global is not out. Hey, you know what I think? This is what I think. I think that I think that when you start getting dislikes on your videos, that's when you're doing something right. That's what I think, seriously. Alright, so we're taxiing to the other side of the runway.
Honolulu Unicum, Flyer 545, crossing runway 08 left.
Yes, sir, these two planes are the same. We got, I think it's, where's he going? I guess he's gonna take off from over there. Or not. Okay, he's gonna just taxi on the wrong side of the runway. Okay, then. But yeah, man, in the beginning of the video, if you just joined us in the beginning of the video, if you missed it, I was showing you guys some new footage that I found on Instagram of Infinite Flight Global, of Global actually being an entire planet, which is pretty cool. It's really cool, actually. So if you want to see that, I don't know if you can go back that far in the live stream, or if you can just search it or something. I may have to post it on. I may have to post it on my Instagram so you guys can see it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and make a turn right here. All right, we're gonna hold short. What the heck is it? I think it's. I don't even know. Oh no! Brakes, 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 brakes. Alright, hold on. Oh, we were 08 left. I couldn't remember what runway we were at.
Honolulu Unicum.
And he
Blue
is back
116.
taxiing down 08
Crossing
left.
runway 08 left.
Thankfully, nobody's on the way, and there's like nobody here. Alright. Turn the strobe lights on, landing lights on. Let's take a look outside real quick. I think we're gonna go ahead and we'll make a right traffic, and we'll land at 08 right. We'll do our patterns on 08 right. So we'll hit announce takeoff 08 left, remaining in the pattern.
Honolulu Unicum. Blue 116
Hit the
is
brakes
taking off
off.
runway 08 left.
Lights are
Remaining in
on,
the
landing lights are
pattern.
on, strobe lights are on.
Honolulu Unicum. Flyer 545
And we're gonna get
is
on the
taking
runway
off
here.
runway 08 left. Remaining in the pattern.
I guess we'll get here right. I don't know.
Honolulu Unicum. Alpha Tango 7512. Holding short runway 08 left.
What's going on, Anthony? What's up, Gozer, Simblaster? Welcome back, welcome back. All right, let's get it in. Let's go. Throttles. Throttle up. We're gonna make sure we're calibrated. Wow, we have a lot of wind, so this thing is gonna pick off the ground real quick. 15 knots ahead of us. Oh wow, there's gonna be a huge crosswind. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be tough. Alright, we got a positive climb.
45 is taking off runway 08 left. Remaining in the pattern.
Gear up. I don't think anyone said they were releasing on the 4th. I think that was just a rumor. So you guys, you can't believe everything you see online. It goes about 225 or something like that. Alright, so the runway we're going to be doing our pattern work on is going to be over there on the right side, closest to the water.
Alpha Tango 7512 is taking off runway 08 left, departing east.
So let's go ahead and make a, oh wow, mountains ahead. Let's make a right turn. That away, flaps up. We'll leave landing lights on because we're going to be doing some patterns. It's going to be really difficult with all this wind out here. Alright, now that I'm up in the air, I can take another look at your comments. I was not ignoring you guys. Let's see. Yeah, man, we all want global to release. I know we all want global to release, but we got to be patient. I have no idea when it's coming to the, when it's releasing in the Play Store or in iOS. Today is the 5th. Yes, I believe it's the 5th. Yeah, originally they mentioned it coming out this summer, and obviously that didn't happen. So yeah. The only reason I say that I believe Global is going to release soon, like really soon, is because the developers and everybody, they've been posting a lot more photos more often. They've been releasing a lot more unreleased content, like the video I showed you at the beginning of this video. like I mean, they've been, you know, they're giving us a lot. Like they told us that there's going to be some moon and stars. You know what I mean? Like they're giving us a lot more info about it. Um, and so I feel like because of that, they're a little bit more confident in it. Like they're still scared to give us a release date. Sorry, I keep getting text messages. They're still scared to give us a release date because they don't know when it's going to be over, when it's going to be released. But I just have a feeling that it's going to come out any day now. And I think that we all just need to stop freaking asking people when is it going to release, because nobody freaking knows. But I mean, I don't think the developers even know when it's going to release. Like, I don't think the actual owner of Infinite Flight knows when Global is going to come out. It's basically going to come down to when all the bugs are fixed, or when, you know, there's no more bugs being reported by beta testers. They're gonna just send it to the App Store, send it to the Play Store, and then, and however long it takes for it to process, it's just gonna be up, and then everybody's like, "Oh, it's out." So it's gonna be more like a surprise. It's out. It's not gonna be like, "Oh, it's gonna come out in 2 days." Like, you're not gonna get that. It's not gonna happen. All right, let's make our right turn because we're way out here now. I was just talking. Anthony, he says, "Am I Charlie Alpha X-Ray on Discord?" Yes, I am. That is me. What's up, Rain Suba? Ayo, Gabriel. We are in Hawaii region doing some Q-400 training and pattern work around Honolulu, Hawaii. I'm not sure what Laura posted. I'm not sure which post you're talking about. I've seen a bunch of posts by Laura, so I'm not sure which one you're talking about. The one that I saw though, and I also showed it on our stream earlier in this video. Not sure if you can rewind that far back, but I showed a video earlier on in this stream of something that Philip shared, and it's actually a video of Infinite Flight Global actually being an entire globe that you can actually see. So that's really interesting. So if you could rewind and go back and look at that, that's cool. Not sure if you can do that or not, but let's see, where the heck are we? All right, we're gonna be making a huge, long right base. Let's go ahead and like kind of draw out what that looks like. Yeah, there's no ILS or anything on that side of the runway. That's all right. Don't need it. Actually, no, I'm not gonna draw it out. We're just gonna kind of do it by just kind of just wing it. Gozer Qatari, I completely disagree with you about Aerofly 2 being better than Infinite Flight in a few reasons. If you only play single player, I'll say yes. Aerofly is a little bit better, maybe just a slight bit better. I personally don't like the way that Aerofly does its flight planning. Like, I don't understand it at all. But when it comes to like an entire game as a whole, Infinite Flight is definitely better, because Aerofly does not have multiplayer at all. You know what I mean? Aerofly doesn't update as much. I mean, it's just, I don't even want to go into all the differences between the two. It's just, I play both. I play Infinite Flight obviously a lot more than that one. But yeah. Let's see, how far are we? We can go ahead and start making our right turn for an extra long base. Yeah, I agree. X-Plane 10 mobile, it's pretty complicated. Oh, wow. That was pretty cool though. It's pretty complicated. I even myself, even as someone who plays X-Plane 11 regularly, X-Plane 10 and 11 regularly, I completely understand how all the systems work. The thing is, with flying on X-Plane 10, you just have to use the actual navigate. You have to do it like a real plane. That's why it's a little bit more complicated. But for me, it's not as enjoyable to make a flight plan in X-Plane 10 because everything is just so small. Like I have to, I don't know, it's just too small. It's because it's on my phone. It's just too small to have to deal with all those buttons and stuff like that. But to be able to do that on a PC is a lot of fun to me. I started descending. See, Honolulu, what was it at? Like 100 feet? Yeah, it's actually 13 feet, so elevation is not a factor. Just like we have ATC now. Actually, no, we don't. I thought we did. We're gonna report our position. We're on the right base for runway 08 right. And we're gonna descend down to 1,500. And slow our speed down to about 190. Yeah, something like that. That should work just fine. Set the spoilers to arm. Our runway is over there. Let's see. Yep, it's right there. So we may need to get a little bit even lower. Not sure. But yeah, X-Plane, the graphics in X-Plane 10 are the best. Like the X-Plane 10 mobile has the best graphics, like hands down. Like Aerofly and Infinite Flight can't compete with their graphics. What's going on, Revex? Hey yo. I think I already answered this, Anthony, but yes, I am CAX in Discord. I'm also Blue116, so it depends on which Discord channel you're looking at. CAX 116 is it's the ICAO code for Cal Airlines. I'm a part of that virtual airline on X-Plane. I think it's time for us to make our right turn on final. Yes, it is. Set this up for 08 right. Make a right turn to 80. Ooh, that's a really good question. So he says, I currently have live. It expires on the 27th, but if Global comes out before then, I think that's what you mean. If Global comes out before that, would you still have live features including Global? I just know that if whatever you own, like basically all the textures and stuff are gonna update no matter what. Like if you don't decide to buy Global, if you don't decide to fly Global, that's fine. Alright, put the flaps of 5. That's fine, but like for example, with us flying at Honolulu right now, all the textures will be different, even if we do not purchase the Global subscription. Infinite Flight in general will just have new and better textures. Alright, let's get prepared, geared down. Let's see, where's the runway? There it is. Report position, we're on final, runway 08 right. Let's slow her down to 170. Gonna go turn our heading off so we can get full control of the aircraft. This is probably like the perfect runway for us to test on because it's right on the water, so if you fail, you die, you drown.
1,000.
Only issue is there's a lot of wind. Right now we only have 8 knots, but when we took off, we were at like 14 knots wind taking off. Plus there's gust, so we gotta watch out for the gust, and there's a little bit of a crosswind too. All right, just a little high, but we're okay. Just coming in for a touch and go. Yep, There's a yep. There's that gust right there.
Welcome. Flyer 500
Oh wow,
is clear of all runways.
it's getting bumpy. Let's put her down softly. Just a little bit off to the right, coming in at an angle. Start putting rudder in.
50, 40,
Full right rudder. Oh man.
30, 20,
Are we gonna touch down or not?
10,
And we're on the ground. All right. Let's go. All right, so that's a touch. Wow, this is tough. This is why we do touch and go, so we can practice. I do need to practice my crosswind landing. So, all right, gear up. Wow, a little bit too much in the vertical. Head back up to 3,000 again. And we'll make this a little bit faster. We're gonna go ahead and make our right turn now. Calibrate real quick. I'm pretty sure Laura doesn't know. Like, she probably has an idea, like when she wants it to be released, but she doesn't really know. Like before, they said summer. They thought summer. They really thought it was gonna come out summer, and it didn't happen. And what I guarantee what happened was they're like, oh yeah, we can do it by summer. And then one of the beta testers was like, hey, there's this bug that I found, and then the developers were like, all right, let's try to fix it, and they couldn't fix it, or it took them longer than expected to fix the bug. So, yes, sir, Anthony, I am on iPhone. I'm on iOS 11. What's going on, Daniel? Turtle, thank you, man. Yeah, I got a few more subscribers. Just a few. Yeah, I'm not anybody right now. Seriously. Good morning, Skyhawk Pro Flight Gaming. Thank you, Rain. Yeah, I need to turn off the autopilot. I need to turn off the speed so that we don't get that issue we just had when it keeps giving us all that lift. That's exactly what happened. Thank you for pointing that out. Good night, Anthony. And welcome, Chase, to the Discord channel. Alright, we're flying our downwind now. We report our position. Right downwind of 08 right at Honolulu.
Blue 116 is on right downwind. Runway
And we can go a little bit
08
faster
right.
than this. Go 200 knots. Look at that plane just rocking in the air. Like the turbulence is real out here. If you guys ever fly with me, or if you just fly in general, you could always post your screenshots to my Discord screenshot channel. I love to see you guys' screenshots. Can I fly the A330? Probably not today, but yeah, sure, I can give it a try. I've never actually flown it, so that'll be a fun new experience for me to try. So yeah, I'm down to do that. Who asked that question? Gil. I'm down for that. Oh, thanks, Anthony. Really appreciate that rank on the Discord server. Really appreciate that, man. And you know what? Who is this? Anthony? No. Skyhawk. You know what? I might just make a video on it. Because I've had a lot of people ask me about it, and a lot of people in the Infinite Flight community, they've been wondering about how to stream, Infinite Flight videos. So I may just have to help you guys do that. I may make a couple videos. I'm probably gonna make a video on how to record on the new iOS 11, and also how to stream using what I use. All right, here we go. We're on our right base, and we need to start descending down again to 1,500.
Runway 08 right.
So we did last time. We're a little high this time, so let's speed up our descent. Spoilers, arm nose again. Let's zoom in. We're about 8 miles out from our runway, right off of there, off our right wing. I do have visual. Visibility is pretty good out here. It's just windy as heck. Let's go ahead and start making a right turn to heading. Our final approach heading to be 8080. And if any of you guys ever send me like a message on Instagram during the stream, I'm sorry, I just can't really like look at them at the moment. So I'll look at them as soon as I finish. But if you send me a message on Discord, I can see the messages on Discord while I'm streaming. And also, if you join the Discord channel and if you're available to talk, if you would like, I can actually hear you on the Discord streaming channel that I have up. So right now I'm talking on that channel also. So sometimes if you hear me talking and you can't hear the other person talking, it's me talking to somebody on Discord. But I'm trying to figure out a way to be able to, I'm trying to figure out a way so that you can hear the people on Discord also. Or I might actually make a new rank for people who like have been loyal, so that you can hear their voices on the YouTube live streams. What's going on, Skyhawk? All right, gear down, flaps to 5. We'll slow her down about 170. And let's take control of this aircraft. I'm gonna hit altitude so we can control the altitude. And then we'll hit heading so we can control our heading. And we'll leave the speed on as we descend down so I can control our speed so we don't get too slow or too fast. We have 7 knots at 1,000 feet, but once we get below 1,000, we're probably going to start seeing that gust again. Last time we saw like 14 knot gust at a time. You can see Flyer 545 Laser 14 over there is also doing some touch and goes. So we're going to go ahead and report position on final. Runway 08 right. And at the moment we're too high.
Runway 08 right.
I'm going to go down to 165, 161. Oh, let's not do 150. We're going to stall. Do 160 because we have so much wind ahead of us that it's going to slow us down. We're going to go ahead and try to land with flaps 5. Still just a little bit too high. What's going on? Who is this? I can't see your name, so who is this talking? Yeah, I can hear you. Alright, here we come, here we go. Alright, when we get pretty close, thank you, man. When we get pretty close, I'm gonna turn off the speed this time. So we'll do that now, so we can control the speed ourselves. We'll do about 34% throttle as we glide down. Yeah, 23 knots right there. Yeah, some crazy crosswind right there. Ooh, off to the left of the runway, nose up for the flare.
30, 20, 10,
And a little bit of right rudder and oh, we landed on the right wheel. But it's better than the first try, so I think we're gonna get a little bit better each time we try this. All right, spoilers up, throttle back to 100. Thank you, sir. And full throttle, we'll do this again. The hard part is controlling it on the ground because all the wind. All right, and we're back up. We'll hit heading, altitude up to 3,000, and speed. Let's see. What's going on, Anthony and Skyhawk? I wasn't on the Discord like channel thing, so I couldn't tell who was talking to me. Alright, so we'll go ahead and make a right turn right here to probably what, 160. Are you guys in the air too? Oh god, I didn't put my gear up. I forgot to put the gear up. Yeah. Let me see what they're talking about in the chat. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and make a video on how to stream. I don't know if there's an official Infinite Flight server. It's like a bunch of Infinite Flight Discord servers, and I don't know whose is official and whose is not. I have no idea. It's just like a lot of different small communities and stuff like that, which they're all good to join, but I don't know which one is the official. I know which one is the unofficial for sure. Raven Suba, I did listen to the podcast yesterday. It was very informative, but it was a huge tease. What's going on, Geo Aviation? Welcome back from school. And I don't know what lag you're talking about. There's no lag in this stream. My internet is perfect now. Yeah, did you download it yet? Okay, yeah, I can show you. Yeah, I can show you that when we finish. In Geo Aviation, it seems like Flaps 5 is working perfect for me. I tried Flaps 15 like a couple days ago and I crashed. So. Teach me what? Without what? Sure. I can leave the land lights on because we're just doing touch and goes. And I think this is really good practice, doing this in this type of weather, so that even when there's no weather, I'll be even better. I think it's high tide right now. Yeah, the dash likes to just drop. Once you get to that stall, it just drops. And my first like 3 flights, I was trying out a few different landing configurations. People were telling me to land at 110, 120 knots, and it just kept dropping anything under 140. So now I try to land it at 140, or around 140 if possible. And it also depends, like, I mean, you can't really just say, okay, this is the landing This is the landing configuration for the Dash 8. You can't really just say that because you have to judge on by the weight and balance of the aircraft. So if you say, okay, at light, you can do it at this speed, at this flaps, at normal, you can do it at this flaps, this speed, at, heavy, whatever. So that makes sense, but you can't just say, because right now I have mine set to a custom weight and balance. So it's not even on light, normal, or heavy. I just have it set to exactly what I want it to be. Thank you for that new sub. Yeah, I'll take care of you once the stream is over. But yeah, so I don't know. It just what I'm working on right now is working. The flaps 5 is perfect for me right now for takeoff. The plane just lifts off the ground on its own, which is exactly how it should be. But landing is what I don't have to work on. I would like to land the flaps 10 or 15. That'd be great. But I may have to have some more speed coming down. All right, let's go ahead and make our right base turn. And we'll slowly get ourselves down to 1,500 again. At 200 knots. And I did crash the Dash 8. I think that was my first try. That was on a stream. So if you guys want to see that, it's like a couple of videos back. I think it was a couple days ago. All right, man. Talk to you later. See you, Anthony. Now, who is this flying next to us? Thank you for that sub, Raven. Oh, I like how it shows up now. It didn't used to show up there. Now I get to see who subs and who doesn't. Haha, I got my eyes on all y'all. Alright, we have visual of the runway. It'd be cool if somebody was tower. Let's see, where is who was that? IFKT01 in Fliller. Looks like he's in the same aircraft as we are. Gia, I'm down to fly. I mean, I'm flying right now, so you could jump in and fly with me. Then we would technically be flying together. So, what's going on, man? Alright, let's go ahead and make that turn. On final, I think it should be 080. And altitude is all good. Spoiler's gonna arm nose again. Probably do a couple more rounds. I think it's getting a little bit better. Gonna do flaps 5 again. Why not? Oh, okay. Yeah. Gio, if you meet me at Honolulu, we can fly from Honolulu to somewhere else in the Hawaii region somewhere. I'm down. Actually, if you get there now, I'll do a full stop, so that way we can land somewhere else, and I'll still be practicing my landings. And Skyhawk, I heard what you said. All right, heading mode off. Let's get her slowed down. We're going way too fast, and that's way too slow. Let's go to 160. We have to account for the wind. That's going to be about 20 knots coming in, so we want to be about 20 knots faster than we actually want to land at. because we're gonna get slowed down anyways. All right, gear down. Spoilers are out. Land lights are on. Flaps are set to 5, and we're a little bit high at the moment. Is that a pappy light? It is. Let's see if it works. The little white light to the left of the runway. It's called a pappy light, and as of right now, it's kind of accurate because we're too high, which is white. But we'll see once we get lower than it if it actually works like it's supposed to. 16 knots, 18 knots, 25 knots. Wow, that gust is ridiculous right now.
500.
Alright, I'm gonna turn off speed. I'm gonna put like 20%.
400. 300.
Man, if we were in this aircraft, we would probably be sick as much as this thing is rocking back and forth.
Honolulu Unicum, American 207,
Ooh-wee.
taxiing to runway 0 for right.
Turbulence is real. We're dropping.
20. 10.
Oh, that was a rough one. That was a rough one. Alright, I don't see... Actually, you know, I'm going to go ahead and park it this time, and then we'll just fly to somewhere else. Alright, we don't need brakes. We're pretty slow already. I don't want to... One thing about Honolulu, if you land on 08 right, I should have landed on left. The gate is kind of far. Let's see, while we're rolling, see if we can watch him. There he goes. See how he does. Not bad. Kind of landed on all three. I think I was better than mine. Alright, so I'm going to do a flight here, but we're going to stay in the Hawaii region. And we'll fly from here, Honolulu, to somewhere else in the region of Hawaii. Not sure where. So if you guys have any suggestions of specific airports around Hawaii, let me know so we can make a flight plan once I get to the gate. So looks like we have to taxi around there that way. Go back to the gate, pick up the passengers. Ooh, turn, turn, turn. See, if you tried doing that in like a jet, that thing would have flipped upside down. Or even a Cessna, you know, the little one, what do you call it? I forgot. Oh, 172. I'm gonna park over here next to a laser once we get there. Hopefully this Airbus doesn't block us from getting into the ramp. What's going on, Gio? How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Honolulu Unicum, American
Can't
207 is taking off runway 0 for right.
Too blessed to be
Departing
stressed. Alright, here we go. We're going to park over here right next to laser. And then we'll go ahead and set up our... Man, I feel like I'm taxiing so freaking fast. Slow her down. This is the GA parking, but that's fine. I'm gonna park right in front of him. Yep, something like that. Cool. All right. I'll take a screenshot of that right there. And let's go ahead and make our flight plan and find out where the heck we're flying to once this screenshot moves out of my way. Okay, there we go. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Ooh, can I get into the here? Let's see what's inside. Oh, nothing. There's no seats or nothing in here. I thought there might be some seats. Maybe I'm asking for too much. All right, let's see. We are at Honolulu, and the weather is crazy. We already know that. It actually doesn't even show that there's gust anymore, but there is gust. There's definitely gust. Probably take off again at 08 left. Or actually, we'll probably take off at right here in front of us, 04 right. And we will. I'm not sure how like long it takes to fly to any of these places because I've never flown to any of these places before. Let's see, we got, what is this? Lanai. I mean, I've never actually been to Hawaii. Oh, wow, look at that, 22 gust.
November 58 Hotel India, crossing runway
Malaki.
04 right.
And we're gonna get some pretty crazy weather no matter where we fly to over here right now. We're on a training server. This is an international airport, class Charlie. Might fly there. Yeah, let's do that. What is this though? I want to do a little bit longer though. I want to fly far enough to really push this plane as far as it can go because I've actually not got that high in this aircraft yet. So we're gonna do this airport over here. Papa Hotel Kilo Oscar. That's where we're gonna fly to. Sorry, Lee Lindsay, I can't text you back yet. Alright, so we're gonna take off at runway 04 right. Let's not do that actually. Let's take that off. Once I finish, you guys can copy my flight plan. 04 right, and we'll take off to the west. We will connect at this VOR, the Coco VOR, and then from Coco, we'll fly. Let's see where we're going. Over there. Yeah. We'll just connect a bunch of VORs basically over the way there, and then we'll go this way. Lanai. And I'm gonna set up a couple waypoints so we kind of know where we can descend at.
Unicum, Golf Lima Alpha 4, taxiing to runway 04 right.
There is an ILS, but we're not gonna be using the ILS. Right now, winds at 1305 knots. Visibility is very good. Let's bring us out here. And then just kind of line ourselves up for an arrival at runway 17. And that's it. Pretty simple flight. Should be pretty easy. I think that the weather is actually passing by. So as you see, at Honolulu, we have 16 knots right now. We had gusts when we first started doing our touch and goes, but now that those winds are actually over here. If you look, so we have 40 winds at 40 at 10 knots and 20 knot gusts. So that gust is moving to the east. So we may fly over some rough air on the way there, but we probably beat that weather when we get here, but it might get bad. So I expect it to possibly, my prediction is that it could possibly get some really bad weather out there. So really quick, before I get started, I'm gonna actually jump back out here, and I'm gonna do this with infinite passenger because it's a longer flight, so I want to get paid for it. Hit select. And it also makes things a little bit more interesting too, because I get more upset when I make mistakes when I'm using infinite passenger, because it actually matters. I will leave the board, all that stuff on, that's fine. Hit start. 52 passengers on board at Honolulu. And let's make sure that Let's make sure that it actually syncs with our infinite flight. I might have to reload it.
Honolulu Unicum.
I
Speed
have
per
to reload it. So the
230 is
in-flight,
taking off runway 08
and I have
left.
to probably go back to the
Departing
home
east.
page or something. I'm not sure. It still doesn't say that it connected. Okay, it is connected. Cool, it's connected. I don't know what gate that we were at. I don't know what gate we parked at. I think we were at GA. What's your GA to? Alright, let's see. Are we where we want to be? Nice. Yeah, we're right here, right next to you guys. Yep. Alright, cool. Let's get started. Oh, you know what sucks because I left. Did you guys copy my flight plan? Please tell me you copied my flight plan. You don't have a flight plan. Of course you don't. Neither of you guys copy my flight plan. No, you didn't. Dang it. I gotta make it again. Alright, really quick. I gotta make it again. I already know what to do though. I hate when it happens. That's really annoying. Clear. I really hope that in the update they have some kind of feature where you can save your flight plan and use it later. If any of the developers are listening to this, that is my suggestion, is saving flight plans. Because this happens to me almost every day that I have to make a flight plan twice. Sometimes 3 times. Alright, flight plans created. You guys please copy my flight plans so that I can copy it from you in case anything happens to me. Alright, let's go ahead and push back.
Flight attendants, arm doors for departure.
Flight for 5, altitude, initial altitude is going to be 12,000. We'll be climbing out at about 3,000 feet per minute on the climb out. I'll be flying runway heading until we pass 1,000.
all passengers to watch our cabin crew display the safety features of the aircraft.
Welcome aboard, and thanks for flying with us. We're committed to making your flight safe and comfortable. So before we depart, we'll be showing a brief safety presentation. This information can help you if there's an emergency.
Speedbird 230 over there, taking off out of somewhere.
Even if you are
Geo Aviation is here somewhere. Where
should
you
now
at, bro?
be stored securely,
I don't see you.
either in an overhead bin or under the seat in front of you. And all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas should be clear. Your mobile phones and other electronic devices
Cool.
should be turned off. Once airborne,
Welcome
we'll
aboard,
let you know when you
Blue
see
Arrow.
approved electronic devices. But note that some items,
Serviced by
such as
Island
phones,
Air.
may not be used in flight at any time. You'll find a list of approved electronic devices in the in-flight information section of Sky Magazine. If you're seated at an emergency exit, please review the responsibilities
Our cruising
for
altitude today will be
emergency
flight level
exit on the back of
250.
the
That's
safety information card,
that's
which is in your seat
25,000
pocket. Are you okay
feet.
sitting by the emergency
MSL.
exit? If you're unable or prefer not to perform this function, just let us know, and we'd be happy to find you another seat. As we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle or press the latch to release.
Alright, let's
Please
as we
remain
taxi,
seated with
just
your seatbelt
appreciate this
securely
cockpit
fastened
again.
anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the sign is off, you should keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience unexpected rough air.
Oh, there he is right there.
For everyone's safety,
so United
federal
Express?
regulations
Oh,
require
something else.
all passengers to comply with the posted placards and lighted signs located throughout the cabin, as well as any crew member instructions. You cannot smoke. I'm so sorry. Smoking is not allowed on any
Alright, we made
flight,
number 3.
and federal
Lining
law
up
prohibits
for runway
tampering with,
04 right
disabling, or destroying a restroom
behind
smoke detector.
this other Dash 8.
There are 6 exits on this plane.
Any
4
filler?
doors, 2 on each
Not sure how to
side,
say your name,
and
man.
2 window exits over the
I'm gonna,
wing. Each door has a detachable slide that can be used for
hold short,
hoisting.
runway 04
Life
right.
rafts are located in ceiling compartments at the front and center
And
of
wait
the
for him to
plane.
take off.
All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign. However, if there is a loss of power
There's
and
GL
cabin visibility is
Aviation.
reduced, white emergency lights near the floor will lead you to red lights, which indicate an exit. Please take a moment to find the exits closest to you, and remember, they might be behind you. It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, the panels
Alright, we
above your
should,
seat will open,
watch
revealing oxygen masks.
Him take off.
If this happens, reach up and pull a mask toward you until the tube is fully extended. Place
Gear
the
up.
mask over your nose and
He's
mouth.
out of here.
Flip the elastic strap over your head and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally.
What
and know
is
that
the
oxygen
odds
is
that my
flowing.
first
So
global
don't
flight
worry if
will
the bag
be
doesn't inflate. Be sure to
KIAH
adjust
to
your own mask
KMSP.
before helping others.
They're not too
A
bad,
water
but I
evacuation
mean,
is
the
also
odds of me
unlikely,
flying out of
but just in case, life
KIAH
vests are
are
located
very
under your
high,
seats in the
but me
economy
flying
cabin.
to
If you're seated in the
MSP are
first or
pretty
business
low.
class cabin, the life vests are either between your seats, under your seat, or in a compartment
I'm pretty sure
under
I
your
can
armrest.
guarantee you
To use,
I'll
pull
be
the
flying out
tab
of
to remove the
KIAH
vest from its
for global,
container, and
because
then
that's
open
my
the
home
pouch.
airport. I guarantee you I'll be flying
Slip
out
the
of there.
vest over your head. Fasten the two straps to the front of the vest,
Oh,
and then adjust the
KMSY.
strap
You know what? It actually, okay,
loosely
the
around your waist.
KMSY, that's a
If
better
your
one.
vest has only one strap,
KMSP,
wrap it
no.
around your waist and attach it to the buckle
KMSY,
in
I believe
front.
that's what's that, New Orleans?
As you leave the
I
plane,
don't remember. I
inflate the
think that's
vest by
Louisiana or
pulling down
something.
on the red
I can't
tab
remember
at the
exactly
bottom
what
of
it
the
is.
vest, or manually inflate it by blowing
Alright,
into the tube
announce
at
takeoff from
shoulder
104
level.
rights,
You
departing
can
to
activate
the
a light by
east.
pulling down on the tab in front. If your vest
Strobe lights
doesn't
on,
have a
lights
tab,
on.
the light will activate automatically in the
Throttle
water.
all the way up.
If necessary, we'll distribute instant.
And we're rolling on runway 04 right. $16 knots headwind on takeoff. Rotated about 150 knots. Lock our heading right there. Climb out about 3,000. We're gonna hold runway heading until we get above 1,000. Then we make our right turn to our first waypoint. Welcome back, E-Train, man. Welcome back. Yeah, it's been a while. All right, there's 1,000. Start making. We'll go ahead and lock our speed. Gonna climb out about 210, and we're gonna make a right turn to the heading of 100. Actually 101 now, as we're actually overshooting that. So we're gonna do about 105, and our first waypoint is gonna be Charlie Kilo Hotel. Welcome back, Lebrat's File. I hope your bus ride went well. As we look at the Honolulu mountains. Oh, and I forgot to put the gear up again. I have to take the usual fly out. That's good, man. Yeah, when you're exhausted, you need a really good sleep. So I'm glad you were able to get a good sleep last night. Man, it's gonna completely change the way we fly, guys, when Global comes out. Cause like me just looking at this shot right now, like the plane looks great, the scenery looks okay. But when Global comes out, it's gonna be all about the scenery. We're gonna care a lot less about the planes. Like this departure right here in Honolulu, Hawaii is so beautiful. Like, look at these mountains. This is gonna look amazing in Global. Like, every time I fly, I just think about what's this gonna look like in Global. And I know that this is another flight that I'm gonna be wanting to do again when Global releases. Like, I know I'm gonna be doing a lot of flights, you know, like from other cities, but I'm still gonna come back and return to some of these regions that, you know, have already existed in Infinite Flight, that are, you know, just so beautiful, like Hawaii, SoCal, Singapore. You know, all these places are really beautiful in real life. Yeah, man, I like iOS 11 a lot too. Thank you. Flaps up. See, Lebrat's File always remember. I'll tell you, this guy, he's my co-pilot. He always reminds me that the flaps up, put the landing gear down. Where'd you just fly to, Sim Blaster? And yes, our flight level, our cruising altitude will be flight level 250, 25,000 feet. But right now we're gonna climb up to 12,000, get situated, and then once we get stable there, we'll climb up to 25,000, and I'm gonna speed up to about 235 knots, or almost to 10,000, and then I'm gonna speed her up a little bit more. Still a little bumpy on the way out. We still got about 14 knots of wind. All right, we've made it to our first waypoint. Now we're gonna make a turn to 904. Whoops, missed it. All right, we're above 10,000. About to level off at 12. I'm gonna speed up to about 280, 285, and we're gonna climb to 25,000 at 285 knots. Indicated. Alright, flaps are up, landing lights are off now. Spoilers are off, gears up. After takeoff check complete. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, let's go ahead and change this to 25,000 feet, flight level 250, which is apparently the Q-400's optimum operating altitude. So that's why I chose that altitude. I'm going to climb at about the same rate we did before, 3,000 feet per minute. Visibility is getting pretty low at 12,000. Probably just flying through a cloud layer. Ground speed about 340. As you can see, our max speed right there is about 300 knots. So that may come down as we get up to 25,000. So we need to watch out for that, because as you climb, a lot of times your max indicated airspeed goes down. And plus, with this turbulence being so bad, it's kind of jumping around. We don't want to get an overspeed penalty again. Oh no. Simblesser says, I don't know why when I turn on my autopilot, I'm gonna sleep. Wake up. I don't know where I am. Yeah, I'm pretty excited too that I'll actually be able to fly to and from my home airport. Alright, so as you can see right there, the red dots are getting lower. So I'm gonna just slow our speed down to about 260, because it's, as we're climbing, because it was at 300, now it's at 289, and as we get higher, it's coming down. GL is now telling me that we may be trying to climb too high. We'll be able to descend in time. How far are you? You're ahead of us? No, you're right next to us. He's at flight level 210. Yeah, so now it's at 280, so I don't know how low that's gonna get. So I'm actually gonna turn my vertical speed up a little bit more, because I want to get up higher, faster. I'm gonna keep turning. I'm gonna go down to 250 knots. Our ground speed is still 340, so we're still going at a good rate of speed. It's just that as we get higher, we're not able to go as fast. And yeah, I mean, I know everybody's excited about global, but do not fly out of bounds. I believe there are some very severe penalties for doing that. I'm very paranoid too about that too, because there's some airports that are like right on the edge of the region. I'm like, no, I'm not flying out there. I don't know, we're about 20 minutes out from our destination. I think we'll probably make it. Oh, wow. Okay, we gotta slow down again. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like that overspeed, our max speed is all the way down to about 250 now. I don't know, I will see. We're only 2,000 feet away from our... Oh no, GO Aviation's phone died. Oh, what an upset. That's happened to me many times. It makes me very upset when it happens. I get so pissed. But yeah, so we started out at 300. We could go max 300, knots at 12,000 feet. And we'll have to find out how fast we can get when we get up to 25,000. We're now above that cloud layer we were at. So now the visibility is open back up, we can see. Now we're leveling off at our cruising altitude. E-Train, it may not be a bad idea for you to get Live Plus before the global update, because there may be some benefits to already having the Live Plus. Just a little tip there. So we're gonna stay here at 230 because, as you can see, we still have some pretty good turbulence up here at 25,000 feet. Make a right turn to 143 as we fly to Lima, November Yankee. And there's a GL behind us, and then we also have IFKT01 on the other side. Like I said, it's just not really, like, I already knew, like, there's not really anything to look at out here. It's just different shapes of islands. I mean, everything just looks, it looks just like this in Australia, except they're not islands. It's just, you know, so. All right, let's take a look at our descent plan now. So we are 17 minutes away from our destination, and we are, let's see, what's the distance? 105 nautical miles out. Let's go ahead and go to my descent calculator and find out where we need to land at. I mean, where we need to descend at. I'm also going to find out how high we need to be. I'm going to check the charts, find out how high we need to be going into the airport also. PHKO. Kona International at Keyhole. So we're flying a Keyhole, pretty cool. I didn't know the name of this place. Alright, let's see, we're landing at runway 17. So we need to be 3,000 at Veki. And we need to be 1,500 when we get to Egypt. So that's going to be we're going to be descending down to 3,000 feet. So that's going to be our target altitude. And right now we are flying at, what, 230 knots. And the distance to Veki, I don't really know the distance to Veki is. I'm assuming the distance is about, we're 96 miles out. Let's say 90. Let's just say we're about 90 miles from where we are. Our altitude is 230, and we'll compute that. And if we were to descend now, we would need to descend at about 1,100 feet per minute from this point where we are right now. If we take a look though here, let's see, 18327, that waypoint all the way to Veki is about 36 miles. And that will be too late for us to descend, so let's try the next one, MKK. Actually, L and Y is 38 miles. So let's say about 80-ish miles out, 1,300 feet. All right, so we'll just start descending at this next waypoint, which we're only less than a minute from. So we're almost to our top of the descent. And we'll descend at about 1,300 feet per minute on the way down to Veki. And we should be just fine. So we'll make it just fine. Yes, sir. You better start saving your money, because you're gonna be upset if you can't afford global when that releases. I will be upset too if I didn't have the money. I'm just expecting it to drop any day. I'm just like, yo, I'm ready. I got it. I already got it saved. All right, so we're gonna set our altitude to 3,000 feet. And we're gonna descend at 1,000 and what did I say? 100? 300. 1,300 feet. we'll basically just stay at this 230 indicated all the way down. What's going on, Ken Dema Edits? I didn't see you that you joined us. Sorry, man. Tushar Campbell, welcome aboard, man. Didn't see that you were joined either. Appreciate you riding with us. I'm not gonna lie, I honestly didn't know what RVSM was either. Reduced vertical separation minimums. I didn't know what that was. I was like, I don't know what he's saying. I assumed he knew what you meant when you said that, so I didn't say nothing about it until now. All right, so we're 73 miles out from our destination. About 13 minutes from landing. I left the seatbelt signs on because look how freaking bumpy it is. But if I calculated correctly, we should get there just at 3,000 feet just in time. Look at the map one more time. One thing I wonder too is I wonder if this map here is gonna still show up like this, or if it's gonna be like a high res, like a HD map. Because right now we just see like the terrains, which is good. It's like a terrain version of the map, so it kind of just shows you the elevation changing in all these islands. But I wonder in the global update if we're gonna see the same thing. Is it gonna still look like this, or are they gonna change it to actually see actual scenery? That is one of my questions. So right now we are, according to the charts that I am looking at, let's see. I'm trying to find out what airway we're on. Looks like we're on the V7, the Victor 7 airway. And then we'll be switching to the... Actually, we're not going to be on our airway after that. We'll be flying direct to Vecchi. Let's take a look at our weather though. At the keyhole. Winds at 130, 5 knots. So weather's looking better there than it is where we are currently. Visibility is good. Got some scattered clouds at 2,600 feet. Broken at 3,200 feet. Overcast at 5,000. Altimeter 2,994. So not looking too bad. If we go back to where we are though, we're not really close to any airports, so there's not really any wind information we can get. But if we look back where we just came from, had 11 knots there, 11 knots there. Not gonna get anything from there. 18 knots up there, wow. So I mean, I'm not sure if that's gonna come back to down here where we are. We may see some worse weather. Looks like these other guys are landing there too. I would definitely love to come back here, do another flight here sometime. Maybe in a 787, 777 or something. But I think this flight is perfect for this aircraft because this aircraft is not that fast. So it gets you. It's like a good amount of time. Like if I did this in a 777 or something, we would have been there already. This is definitely a regional flight. Okay, I get what you're saying, Lebrat's files. So, for the rest of you who don't know, RVSM, reduced vertical separation minimums, is the vertical minimum distance between aircraft flying above flight level 290 should be 2,000 feet for aircraft flying in the same direction. That makes a lot of sense to me. All right. I mean, right now we don't have that because the guy behind us is only 1,000 feet below us. That's GL. What happened to the other guy? Oh, here he is. He is 5,000 feet below us. He's already descending. So technically, I'm the highest of the three of us who are arriving, I think. So that's good to know, though. I mean, I knew that, but I didn't really know exactly. If I didn't know exactly what the number was supposed to be. I know that going in the opposite direction, you always, follow a flight plan has to be about 1,000 feet difference. Even, odd. British 773 is confirmed. Cool. Mr. Like, no one knows when global comes. GL Aviation, yeah, you can land first. You just need to go faster than me. I'm gonna maintain my speed at 230 knots indicated. So if you like to get ahead of me, you can go ahead and just speed up, faster than that or so. And you could also just kind of take a shortcut when we get closer to the runway. But I am completely cool with landing second. Said we're late on descent. I don't think we're late on descent. Let's see. We have about 6,000 more feet. Six more minutes to go, and wow, we still have 10,000 feet to drop. So I'm gonna go down a bit faster. So maybe we are a little late on descent. Worst case scenario, I may have to do a 360, or I might just fly a longer. I might enter into a downwind and extend the downwind and fly a longer base or something. I don't know. We can figure it out. I can get down there in time. Uh-oh, low battery mode. It's alright. We're on our last flight anyways. Sounds good, Lebrat's files. Says he's lower than me. Where are you? I don't even see you. Oh, there you are. Look at this plane just rocking back and forth. I'm also watching us on the live flight app on my
Ladies and gentlemen, we are
computer.
descending to our destination. Please fasten your seatbelts and make sure all portable electronic devices are securely stowed so that we may secure the cabin for arrival.
There's actually a really good amount of people flying in Hawaii right now. If I wasn't flying right now, I might be ATC. Alright, so that announcement means that we are now below 10,000 feet. And Geo Aviation is, how far is he ahead of us? About 1 mile. Wow, he's like pretty close. He's only 1 mile ahead of us. And we still have about 3 minutes to go, which means we're gonna descend about 6,000 more feet. We're good, bro. We're good on descent. I'm gonna slow up our descent a little bit. We caught up pretty well. We're only what, 4,000 feet away from our target altitude. Yeah, usually whenever I stream and whenever I fly. Well, not when I just fly. Whenever I was streaming, I I stream from my phone obviously while I'm flying, but then I watch the stream on my computer to make sure that the audio is working, make sure it's not lagging, and all that kind of stuff. That's also how I look at the chat, because I can't really see the chat on my phone. As you can see, it doesn't pop up on my screen. Because on iPhone, I don't know if you can do this with Android, but I know on Android you're able to use YouTube Gaming to stream sometimes, but with iOS, you know, it doesn't work that way. Alright, we're at 6,000 feet, 248 knots ground speed. Let's take a look at the weather around us. So I go to winds. Winds are 13 knots at 5-9er, 12 knots. Yeah, they're just kind of bouncing around. There's a lot of gusts out here. I have visual of the island though. We should also be able to see it off to our left, or not just yet. One thing about Global, and this is pretty cool. So one of the guys on Global mentioned this. He was saying basically like the visibility is like unlimited. Or okay, wait, let me get that right. Okay, the visibility is not unlimited, but depending on the visibility of where you are, you can basically see as far as the eye can see. I'm sorry about all this text messages. Probably about to see a bunch right now because I'm in a group chat. Alright, Geo slowing down. Yeah, we do need to slow down. Go to 190. How slow are you going though? Because if you're going slow, I need to go slower. And if you go too slow, I can't. Okay, you're going 178 knots. Yeah, I'm about to pass you, bro. I'm not ready to go that slow. I will slow down to 180. I can do that for you. We have we have like a 20 knot crosswind right now. So if I slow down too much, I may have some issues. All right, so we're gonna turn the landing lights on as we're on our getting ready for our final approach. I believe that is the airport over there. I want to be at 3,000 at Veki, which we made it. Gonna arm the spoilers. Landing lights are on. I'm not gonna put the gear out just yet. We're 10 miles out. It looks like we may be landing first because we just passed GL. Glide slope is live.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
Going to flaps 5 and time to make a right turn for our final. Go ahead and calibrate and get ready for landing. Yeah, gotta watch out for the stall in this plane. That is true GL aviation. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna leave the heading on until we intercept the localizer. Ooh, leave the speed on. Take control of my altitude now. We still have a 7 knot headwind, but we'll probably get less winds as we get closer, so we're gonna go down to 165. We are 7 miles out. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the gear, and we'll contact them. Port position on final runway 17.
Kona Unicum, Blue 116 is on final, runway 17.
Alright, a little bit too low now. And there is a localizer. We'll take control. I'll fly her straight in.
Golf Lima Alpha 4 is on final, runway 17.
Just gotta be very careful not to stall it, because even if you don't get the stall warning, the plane still will technically stall on you. Yeah, we do have a crosswind here. 7 knots. 9 knots now. 11 knots. Airspeed is about 167 ground speed right now. We're at about 1,500 feet. One thing we forgot to do is check the airport elevation. But right now I'm just going to fly by the instruments, keep myself on the glide slope, and try to get myself back on the localizer. We're off to the right a little bit too much. We should have plenty of runway to work with as long as we get her down in time.
1,000.
Down to 160 knots now. Gonna go ahead and land it at 5 flaps again, since that's what we practiced earlier. Alright, nose up a little bit too low. Just let her glide down is what we want to do. Once we get about a mile out, I'll turn off the auto throttle. So far, so good.
400.
Alright, speed off. Leave it about 30% for now.
300.
Still have about 7 knots for crosswind. We're a little bit to the left.
200. 100. 50.
Alright, we're okay. We're okay.
20.
We're okay.
10.
Flare, flare. Ooh, and we're down, baby. That was a good one. I like that. That was a good one. Alright, reversers. And let's get off the runway so the rest of these guys can land. Alright, we're not going to lose any brakes. Just the reverse thrust. Nice. Very good land. Let's take a look behind us. Not sure where Geo Aviation went. Alright, we're going to try to brake right here and exit. Get it below 30. There we go.
Before leaving the aircraft, please ensure that you have all your personal belongings with you.
Alright, cool. And we are clear of all runways. Spoilers up, flaps up. Alright, let's watch these guys come in. I don't know what happened to Geo Aviation. He disappeared. So we're gonna have to watch the other guy. Oh, there's Geo. Now I see him. Is he ahead or after? Okay, they're right after each other. Okay, cool. Yeah, E-Train. Basically, most of the airports around Global will not have ATC because there's gonna be so many airports to fly to and from. So they'll mostly be Unicom. But I'm pretty sure there are going to be events and stuff where there'll be, you know, full coverage ATC. So that's really when you're going to get to fly with ATC. And once people kind of like, you know, once you've flown to all your favorite airports and stuff like that, you're going to start seeing a lot of the popular airports. People are going to be still using those. I don't know why you're lagging coming down, but looked good. Looked good from here. Good job, Gio. It looked like, I mean, I couldn't really tell, but it looked like a pretty good landing from here. Oh no, he landed right like at the same time. Oh wait, was he behind you or in front of you? Oh, let me get out of his way. I meant to watch both of you guys land. I thought he was landing behind you, so that's why I was waiting. I am so sorry I didn't catch both of you land, but I did watch Gio this time. I think I usually miss his landing, so it's good to see his landing. Alright, welcome to the Keyhole. Apparently is what this place is called. And we're just gonna park right here in this first parking spot. See you later, man. See you, E-Train. Have a good day at school. If anybody has to go, I understand. I'll see y'all guys next time. Why is my plane drifting at 6 knots? It must be the wind. That has to be the wind. Look at that, guys. Look how the plane's like sliding. It's like I'm freaking taxiing on ice. All right, well, guys, it was a good flight. I got some really good practice in the Q-400. I feel a lot more confident landing this thing now. And I thank you guys for flying with me. Thank you guys who were watching. Shout out to Geo Aviation. And I wish I knew what this guy's name was. And I feel like I keep saying it wrong. I feel bad about it. He's been with us for a very long time. IFK T01 Infliller. So thank you, man, for flying with us also. Good landings. All of us made it here safely. None of us crashed. It was a really fun flight. Thank you guys for flying with us. I'll catch you guys next time. I'll be here at the same time tomorrow at 12:30 Zulu. Unless anything happens in my life, I'll be here. But thank you guys for watching. And remember, always, you have 3 choices. Either you give up, you give in, or give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. You can stick around. Be taking a few screenshots here and there. But for the most part, we are done with this stream, guys. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Yeah, that drifting is freaking crazy. All right, let's see if we can get a really cool screenshot. That's actually not too terrible. It's not great either, but it's not terrible. Oh no, he disappeared. Oh, we'll get both with 2 of us then. Just gotta find like the right angle. Nope, not feeling that. That's not what I'm trying to do. Whoa. Where am I right now? Okay, I'm confused. Just slow down. Alright, now I only see an island there, another island there, and I don't see Geo Aviation. I guess he left. Alright, well that's cool. Well, I think we're good. I already got a couple screenshots of us too, so I think we should be just fine. I'm gonna take one more though. See you, GL. See you, Lebrets. See you, GL Aviation and GOP. E-Train. Skyhawk Pro Gaming. The 7th player. Appreciate you, man, for joining us. Yes, sir. We just finished our last flight. Just missed out. I will be reposting all this out later. Mr. Like, Kendama edits, Tushar Campbell, Sim Blaster. Who else do we have in here? Raven Suba, or I don't know how to say your name, man. Let's see, Anthony Vo, Turtle, Gozer, Catchery, Rayvex, Gabriel, I think. I'm not sure if I said your name yet. Backtran, Master Plane, big shout out to you. Anthony, all you guys. Thank you guys for joining us again, man. Like I said, the stream is basically done. I'm just doing a few screenshots. That's what I usually do at the end of my streams. Just do a couple screenshots. So I'll catch you guys next time at 12:30 Zulu. And yes, Geo Aviation also did stream his flight here too. So if you would like to see this from two different point of views, you can watch his stream also. And yes, this is actually the first time I've actually promoted him, because now I think you deserve it, my friend. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I got other stuff to do. I got work to do. Oh, this is a good shot too. So I'll catch you guys later. Thank you for joining me. Oh, actually, before I go, let's see. Oh, right in time, right before he disappeared. Let's see what rank I got that time. I mean, what not rank, but we got a 85 out of 100. Made 481,000 on that flight. 37 minutes was the duration. That was a really good flight. I really like that flight. I just like that flight a lot. Like the distance, everything was just perfect. All right, we'll save that. And looking good. Our airline rating went up 2%. I like it. Waiting for it to load so we can watch look at some of the past flights we had and who's been flying. Let's see, ISO 85 by Frost Players. Good job, bro. Skyhawk got an 85. Good job. Another 85, 80. It's Dre got an 85. I got a 55, so not good for me. 50, 75, 55, 85. Looking good. Good job, everybody. Good job. Good job. Dope, so dope. Where is my blue stuff? There it is, and boom.